Hey, what's going on, guys? Logdotzip here, Tyler here, guy behind the scenes, the one that makes all the videos, or at least stars in them these days. This is gonna be a little bit of a tough video to make. I need to come clean on some thoughts I've had regarding YouTube lately, and my place in it all. 2017 was a vastly different experience for me as a person on YouTube, on the platform, than I've ever experienced before. This year has been filled with happiness, it's been filled with sadness, it's been filled with lots of ups and downs, and it's been a brand new territory that I'm, kind of diving into. Now, if it looks like I'm reading during this video, it's because I am. I wrote down bullet points so I could stay as clear and to the point as possible. I want to minimize on my rambling. But needless to say, I've not been fully honest with you guys about kind of what goes on behind the scenes of Log.zip, of my video, of my channel, of my company, to the point where it started to bother me that you guys aren't as involved as you once were. It kind of makes me feel a certain kind of way. I've been on YouTube for 11 years, and this last year has been so vastly different for me that I wanted to kind of fill you in. So I'll be talking about a few things in this video, namely a lot of my personal struggles involving separation, personal health issues, deaths in my family. But we'll also be going over a timeline of my 2017, what 2018 looks like, some of my fears, my strengths, my future projects, my stresses as a small business owner, what happened to .zip, and what's next for me. So this isn't going to be like a super exciting, like in your face, like yeah video. It's not going to be one of those. It's going to be Tyler, not Log.zip. It's going to be Tyler talking to you. So I guess what we'll start with is kind of my timeline of 2017. Like I said, lots of ups and downs. Not trying to make this a sad video by any means. It's more of an honest video because everyone's life is ups and downs. No one's happy. No one's right here all the time. Sometimes you're down here. Sometimes you're even lower. Sometimes you're not even on the screen right now that I'm showing myself on. But anyways, January, I moved from Colorado to California. If you didn't know, last year I moved to Colorado to kind of find myself as well as grow my company and kind of get away and try something new. Like I said, I've been doing YouTube for 11 years, and I've been doing it full-time, like as a career, for like the last 5 or so. And I kind of would feel stuck in my house sometimes. So I decided to move to Colorado, give it a shot. What I found was it's hard to grow a company in Colorado, and I got distracted, and it was just time to move home. So in January, I moved home back to California from Colorado, and Colorado's awesome, and hello to all the people in Colorado out there. Great state, honestly. It's super fun. But in February, I was still kind of getting used to my move. I moved to California with my girlfriend, Lauren, who I met in Colorado. And we moved to California together. And in addition to moving back to California, that's when I started my hiring process for Log.zip Inc., where a lot of your favorite YouTubers might just be, one person. And they star in the videos, and they write the videos, and they film the videos, and they edit the videos, and they upload the videos, and they do the thumbnails for the videos, and they do everything for the videos. This year was different for me. Now, first of all, shouts out to Mark, my editor, one of my editors, close friend of mine. I've known this guy since I was probably 14 or 15 years old. And to give you perspective, I'm 26 years old, so I've known him forever. We used to play online games together, and long story short, he became my editor last year in 2016, and he's the sweetest guy in the world, and I love you, buddy. If you happen to be watching this, you honestly added such an amazing touch to my channel, as well as paved the way for my future editors and current editors to try and form a type of video around. So thank you. But it was just me and Mark. It was just Mark and myself. And then later on in 2016, mostly early 2017, Xavier, who's behind most of the content on the channel, writing it up via command, block codes, and functions, and retexturing things. And now he's got a bigger hand than he ever has in the content on the channel. Xavier, I love you as well, man. Like, you have saved the channel in so many ways and allowed us to grow in ways I never thought possible. So those are my two right-hand men, Xavier and Mark. But it was time to grow. So in February, I started the hiring process to become like a real company, not just, oh yeah, someone over in the Netherlands and someone over in Australia and then me, right in the middle. No, we needed like a real deal in-person thing, and so that's what we shot for. And so the process began in California because Los Angeles is in California. Kind of a big entertainment world. LA, it's kind of where everyone wants to be. And it was easier to hire people in California than it was in Colorado. And that's what I found right away. I started the hiring process for my team, for Team Log.Zip, in February. And come March, we already started interviewing people for the new positions. Like, there was already people being interviewed, people accepting the positions. And so March was me kind of interviewing and accepting my original team, as well as finding an office. Now, I don't know how old most of you are. Most of you, I can only assume, are not only younger than me, but I assume most of you are far younger than me, like maybe 10 plus years younger than me. And it takes a long time to get an office and to hire people. And there's lots of behind the scenes. There's lots of back and forth with attorneys, lots of back and forth with real estate people, lots of back and forth with just people in general as you hire people, and maybe the first one wasn't good, so you got to spend time to find another one, and back and forth, and this and that, and headhunters, and my business manager, Mike, who's also a huge, I'll give a shout out to Mike at the end. Don't let me forget. Well, I guess you guys can't help me. It's a video. Point is, in March, we were interviewing people and finding an office. And come April, I had my team. And my original in-office team was Kelsey, CJ, and Ryan. Kelsey being the office assistant, making sure everything runs smoothly over here, helping me with emails, helping me stay organized. CJ, Clifford, was originally signed on to help us with social media and kind of writing strategy and making sure that the uploads were going up on time. And his position has evolved now into more of being a content coordinator, where he's helping make sure all the videos are ready to go. He'll screen videos and maps for me to make sure there's no glitches or that nothing's broken, and amongst numerous other things. And Ryan was my second editor that I ever had, and Mark helped Ryan kind of get a good grip of what the videos look like, and Ryan became an amazing asset on the team and a top editor, like amazing job editing. And this was all in April. We didn't have the office yet, but they were all hired, so we started working out of my house. We set up a table. We had like 4 or 5 computers, huge hulking computers, super strong, powerful, and the screens all sat on my dining room table, and we worked out of my office for the first month or so. And it was really nice because it felt like an actual like startup, and that's what it was, a startup company. Like, I'm a small business owner. Like, I know on your side of things, all you see is the YouTube videos, and all you see is me playing Minecraft all day. But behind the scenes, like, I'm a real business. I'm an officially licensed business. I have actual employees. I have benefits. There's days off. Salary, hourly stuff. Paid vacation, sick days, all that. Like, I'm a real company. Like, I'm the CEO of this company. Like, I run this company. And that was a shock, first and foremost. I never thought I'd be doing that coming from making Minecraft videos, but here we are. So April was us working out of the office while I continued to finalize all the stuff for the office. And so in April, we found the office that we're moving into, and I had to deal with all the paperwork, like a 60-page contract that I had to go through with my commercial real estate broker, Lewis. And we signed, and we found the place, and that's where I am currently. Like, I'm in my office right now. Really exciting. Like, that's when things became real. That's when it was like, oh, I'm not just rolling out of bed to record a Minecraft video in my home office, 5 feet away anymore. No, like, now I'm a real deal company. Now I've got an office. Now I've got a team that comes to my office. Now I've got computer set up for everybody, and we're real. Like, welcome to Log.Zip Inc. That's the name of my company. Now in May, we moved into the office, and we finally started to see a lot of these efforts paying off with the team and the office space and the productivity levels, and my channel started to grow once again. Now, I don't know how actively you guys follow YouTube's YouTubers' views, but in January and February and March, we had some tough times on the YouTube channel where we weren't making as much money as we personally needed to. Now, if you weren't aware, this is my full-time job. Not only is it my full-time job, but it's also my passion. But more importantly to this conversation, it's my career. And the secret's out. YouTubers make a lot of money, right? Like that used to be kind of kept close to YouTubers. They didn't like to brag about it, and it's not that I'm trying to brag about it. Comparatively speaking to a lot of people my age, I make a lot of money. And what I decided to do this year was reinvest it back into this company and share my money to pay, my editors, to pay my assistants, to pay for the office, to pay for the computers that are in the office, to pay for sick leave, to pay for insurance in case anyone gets hurt in the office. I decided to spend a grand majority of the money reinvesting because anyone that's been on YouTube long enough has seen the Minecraft YouTube community shrink substantially. Like, it is small. It's very small. There's not that many Minecraft YouTubers left, and I'm so blessed to be able to say I'm still kicking. I'm still one of them. We're still here, baby. We're still making it work, and I want to continue to make it work until the end of time or until I get tired of Minecraft. Thankfully, I still love Minecraft. I still love what I do. Obviously, there's lots of stress, and sometimes I have a bad day, and sometimes I don't want to play Minecraft or whatever, but I love Minecraft, and like to be able to say this is my job is awesome. But it does come with its stresses, and what I found out this year through my business manager is he basically said, look, like you either need to spend this money on getting a team or you're going to disappear from YouTube because YouTube's going to push you out in favor of other creators, in favor of non-gaming people. And we'll touch base on what I mean by that later on in the video. But long story short, I don't think really YouTube, it's not that they don't care for the gamers, they don't care about their gamers. YouTube doesn't care about their gamers. YouTube is also a company. The purpose of most companies is to make money. And in order for YouTube to make money, they make more money by focusing on non-gamers. But I'm already kind of giving you too many details. We'll get into that later on in the video. Back to the timeline, we were not seeing too much money come in January, February, March. And then April and May turned. And that's when all this money I was investing into my team and my office started to turn. And we had a great month of May. We had a great month of June. And in June, the channel just continued to grow. And that was when I started to prepare for Logdotzip, my second YouTube channel that still exists. It's still there. It was a general gaming channel. And it was where I was going to do things that were outside of Minecraft and weren't like Minecraft. Zero Minecraft on the channel was the whole point. It was going to be a mixture of not only gaming but some live action stuff as well so that Tyler could be more involved. And in addition, that's why we started putting my face in the Minecraft videos where I never used to have webcam. We wanted to put me in the webcam more so that people would know who I am. Because right now, the truth of YouTube is most of my views don't come from my subscribers. They come from people who just happen to be on YouTube and see my video in the sidebar or suggested or recommended for you. In fact, 78% of my views come from non-subscribers. Only 1/5 of the people watching this video are subscribed. That's it. Sorry, I lost track of where I was. But point is, the reason we put the face cam in the videos more was to build up Tyler as a person more. Because even though I've got about 2 million subscribers on my channel, the truth is, and this is stats, and you guys can leave comments all day saying, we love you, Tyler, and I love you guys back. But the truth is, the people commenting, you guys make up a minority of my viewers. Like, you guys make up like 5% of my viewers. And the average person watching this video, well, first of all, the average person didn't click this video because there's no Minecraft in it, which means that I can almost guarantee this video is going to have far less views than any other video on my channel. The average viewer does not care about me. They don't care about me. They care about Minecraft. They put up with me. They deal with me talking while I show them what they really came here for, which was Minecraft. And that, for the most part, is true for most YouTubers, at least most gamers. The average view, they don't care about you, the YouTuber. They care about the game you're playing, at least in my situation. And so in an attempt to make people care a little bit more about Tyler Tyler is now in every single video alongside Log.Zip. It's not just Log.Zip bouncing around constantly. It's Tyler in the corner reminding you subconsciously like, oh, hey, I'm a human, and hopefully you stick around for me as well as just Minecraft. But anyways, let's get back to this timeline. July, after we started to prep, Log.Zip. Sorry, we'll go back to June. So in June, channel kept growing. We got ready for .zip. Team grew. I hired another person, Eric, for motion animations and graphics. And then in July, we had our best month ever on YouTube. My best month previously was 18 million views in a month. That's a lot. That's a lot. That was December of last year. It was last December. But I had one viral video that month, how to go from noob to pro. It got like 6 million views on it. So if we took that video away, because it was kind of an anomaly, it was kind of not typical, I got like 12 million hits that month. So to give an example, in May, I got 12 million hits. In June, I got 15. Sorry, in June, I got 18 million hits. And then in July, we got 30 million views on the channel. 30. That is a lot. That's about 1 million views. Well, I mean, yeah, it's about 1 million views a day for any given month on average. And that was our best month ever, which is crazy considering I've been on YouTube since 2006. I'm still hitting new records on my channel. A lot of Minecraft YouTubers, they peaked back in 2013. They hit their all-time highs, and they just slowly dropped from there. We're still seeing higher and higher numbers, which is kind of what gives me hope that, my time isn't up yet, I still have a lot I can do on this platform. And that keeps me going, and it keeps me growing all the time. So July was our best month ever. We launched .zip, and I went on my first trip that started to set everything back. And boy, have there been setbacks. Also in July, I had operation. Veneers. These things right here. See these guys? These are fake teeth. That's a separate story, but the long story short of it is I didn't like my teeth before. So I took some of my YouTube money and I rewarded myself, and I got veneers. But the sad part is it is December, and this month we just finished operations. I've been in surgery every single month, multiple times a month for the last 6 months, getting these teeth done because there was tons of complications with my doctor and my dentist, and lots of mistakes made on their end. And if their kids are, if you're watching, doctor, if your kids are watching, it's no hard feelings. I'm just glad it's done, but it was kind of lame. It was kind of lame. And as a business owner, when I had those surgeries and when I went on these trips, that takes me out of the office. It takes away my ability to record videos consistently. Now, we were 2 weeks ahead in June. I was literally 2 weeks ahead on content, completely recorded and edited, which means that it wasn't me just scrambling every single day to try and record videos for that same day. We were 2 weeks ahead. So I was like, okay, well, I got a trip to take. I'm going to take a little vacation because I deserve it, and I'm going to get some fake teeth because they make me feel better about myself. Well, that was the beginning of the end. The surgeries were taking me out for full days. The trips were taking me out for 5 days at a time, 6 days at a time. And that destroys that little queue of videos I built up 2 weeks ahead. Gone. No longer there. Which adds stress to me, who's trying to run multiple channels. Our goal is to open up more and more and more and more channels. The only way you can do that is to make sure your other channels are running smoothly as you go. So July, even though it was our best month ever, it was kind of the beginning of all the setbacks. And in August, it was a similar story. We had our second best month ever, where I think we got like 26 or 27 million hits on the channel. Now, to kind of put things into perspective for you, before June, July, and August, I was essentially breaking even running this company. Now, I'm not at liberty, nor do I personally want to tell you exactly how much money the company was making. There's tons of ways for you to figure out how much money we were making based on the views. But March, April, and May, I was either breaking even or losing a lot of money, like a substantial amount of money. What I'll say is like multiple thousands, many thousands of dollars every single month I was spending. So not only was I working for free, but I was spending my savings to keep the company running. And then June hit, and then July hit, and then August hit, and we saw our record numbers, and we weren't breaking even anymore, and we started making more money, which was great. But then, if you thought July was bad, August got even worse. Even though it was our second best month ever for views, and we launched merchandise for the first time, I had another trip. I went to Sweden to visit with Mojang and the other YouTube creators and Microsoft. That took me away for 4 or 5 days. But not only that, but we had 2 people in the office that left the team. Eric left the team, and Ryan left the team. They went to go do their own things, lead their own lives. Wish them the best, of course, but they were no longer with the company. And that caused a lot of setbacks. That caused a lot of delays in thumbnail creation. That caused a lot of delays in availability for videos being edited. Because I don't edit my videos anymore. That's why I have editors, because I don't have time to. We're so busy creating the content, thinking of the content, writing scripts for the content. Then I film the content. I try and film multiple videos a day, all while I'm checking emails and meeting with business people and doing this and doing that and doing the other. But I haven't edited my videos in a while. And so when Ryan left, put us in a tight spot because I had been giving Mark, my other editor, my initial editor, less work. And that just made things a lot more complicated. Because Mark had been used to me not giving him as much work, so he saw work with other people, and that made him less available too. So it's kind of like we lost 2.5 people. But I was still going through surgeries, probably 1 surgery a week. To give you an example, I've had 16 surgeries for these things. I was supposed to only have like 4, 5 max, but so many complications and mistakes were made that we ended up having 16 surgeries and 20 total trips back and forth to the dentist. And each one of those days that I was in surgery or had to take a trip, I couldn't record that day. So every day I was away, I couldn't record is money being taken from me, because every day I don't record is a day I'm not making money as a business owner, which made paying for everything even harder. To give you an understanding, even making 15 million views a month, again, if you've ever looked up YouTubers' incomes or whatever before, and I know you guys have, that's a lot of money. So a lot of people think I'm making a lot of money. It's not true. I'm not making a lot of money. In fact, I'm making less money than I've ever made in the last 2 or 3 years on YouTube, like much less. And YouTubers like to say all the time it's not about the money. The truth is, it's a little bit about the money. Of course it is. I'm an adult. Like, I have bills to pay. I have worries, and money solves those things. So it is a little bit about the money. But the stress that causes to me as a grown man with obligations and a house that I have to worry about paying for and electricity that I have to worry about paying for, it caused me a lot of stress and panic. So in August, we saw people leave the team. We saw 3 extra people join the team temporarily. Those were Minecraft content developers that helped join. Max Stein, Mr. Goretto, some stuff from Vazkey here and there, Fiskphil here and there. 3 to 4 people joined around that time. Now, what was really oh man, I didn't think I'd be doing this. What was really upsetting about it is that in August, I also split with my girlfriend, Lauren. Yeah, if you didn't know, I am single. Ladies, no, I'm just kidding. Y'all are like 8. Stay away from me like that. Yeah, I mean, I split up with my girlfriend, and we lived together, and that was hard. And Lauren, if you ever happen to see this as well, I'm sorry. I had zero intentions of telling people we split up, but here we are. We've done it. It's out in the open. I don't like telling people about my personal life, but like I said, I'm trying to make a change here. I'm trying to claim what I feel I've lost in becoming this company. So we split. People quit the team. Uh, Not making that much money. I'm an adult. I have responsibilities. And 3 more people joined, which means 3 more people that I have to pay less money. Um, so September rolls around. You know, split with Lauren, still living together, which was also very stressful. And and so I couldn't really work at home because I was always depressed or sad, or maybe there was an argument that was had, or whatever it was. Um, School comes back into session. When that happens, YouTubers across the board usually see 30 to 40% drop in the amount of money they're making. Now, even though I saw a 40% drop in the amount of money I was making, I still had the same amount of people on my team. So the amount of money I was paying didn't change. So once again, burning into my savings. Not a comfortable thing to do. I dropped out of school to be a YouTuber. I dropped out of college. I did. I don't have any degree. I don't have any piece of paper saying that I've done anything. And obviously, I've accomplished a lot with 2 million subscribers and running a business where I don't think I necessarily need school. I'm not saying drop out of school. School's important. But if your path happens to lead you away from school, and maybe if parents are watching, your parents probably don't want me saying this to the kids. If you're good at what you do, you don't need school. It's always nice to have a good backup, but as a business owner, like I've learned so much more being a business owner than I'll ever learn in a classroom. And this real life experience will do way more for me than taking notes on a piece of paper ever will. But anyways, school comes back into session. We had another person that left the team in September. Zip pretty much stopped in September. And I had a couple deaths in my family. I lost my Uncle Tony, and I actually don't want to. I'm not gonna get into the details of that one, but I had a death in the family. Still going through surgeries once a week on average. YouTube enacted new monetization policies where, running a gaming channel and playing Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and playing games with blood and cursing and swearing and suggestive themes in them would get demonetized. And like I said, and my manager told me not to say this in a video, but I don't really care what he says. This is my channel. We opened up .zip not only because I like playing video games, and a lot of you like watching me play video games, but like I said, I'm a company. We opened up .zip to make money. That was the whole point, to make more money, to open more channels, to make more content that you guys like watching, to make more money, to open more, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, until I have 1 billion channels, is the dream, is the goal. It's still the goal. But YouTube is an unstable place, and YouTube is so big that YouTube doesn't really need to care about their creators. There are so many of their creators that will listen to YouTube to a T that they don't need to worry about the ones that don't. So if you're swearing, if there's blood in your videos, if you're talking about controversial stuff, if this, that, and the other, you get demonetized, YouTube doesn't care. And I'm not mad about it. Like, I don't blame them. YouTube is unbelievably big. It would be impossible for them to care about us on an individual level. But what that meant was .zip no longer made sense as a business venture. And we were losing money on running .zip, and recording for .zip was getting in the way of recording for Log.zip, and it was just taking time, and it was causing me stress, and I started having, panic attacks about this channel and about making sure that it wasn't going to take away from Log.zip, which is the only way I make money right now. This channel that doesn't make any money, if it starts impacting the only way I can make money, everything blows up and everything would have to shut down. And so, I stopped uploading to .zip, and the point of that is that I don't know what I'm going to do with .zip yet. We've had numerous meetings with people in the office about what to do with .zip, and we've got a lot of good ideas, and we want to relaunch it at some point, but it just no longer made sense to open it as a gaming channel when we weren't going to get paid for our time. It just didn't make any sense. It's not just about having fun, guys. When you're 26 years old, you need to make money. You need to, or you die, pretty much. And you'll learn that when you're older, and the people that are my age or close to it or older than me, you already understand that. So that was a crazy September. In October, 3 more people joined Log.Zip, even though we were making 40% less money, even though adding people to the team costs more money. And like I said, this is like multiple tens of thousands of dollars. This is a lot of money, to the point where like what I pay myself is a small, very small portion of the amount of money the company is making. It's not my money anymore. It's not Log.Zip's money anymore. Link in bio for merch. It's Log.Zip Inc.'s money. And there's lots of people to pay, mouths to feed. And so I hired 3 more people in an attempt to push through this back to school, in an attempt to push through all these problems that I was running into. I was like, look, if we just have enough people on the team, everything will work itself out. Everything will fix. Everything will get better. I'll be more motivated and more driven to get more done. Because there are days when I come into the office and, you know, I fool around and I'll put music on when I should be making a video, or I'll get distracted with other tasks that I have to fulfill as a CEO and as a company owner, answering emails, talking to my attorney, shouts out to Will, talking to my close friend who works with Will, shouts out to Mitch, talking with my manager, sorting my real life stuff, thinking about the future, talking with Microsoft, shouts out to Aubrey and everybody over there. There's a lot more to my job than just making the videos. A lot more. Like I even used to, like, I come into the office 9 to 5. It's a 9 to 5 job. Don't ask my team when I come in. They won't say 9. But the point is, it's a 9 to 5 job, and I would come home after work and work from like 7 to midnight sometimes, because my main content guy, Xavier, lives in Australia. And when I'm in my office, he's asleep. So, you know, there were days where I was working, 13, 14 hours a day, like hard hours, not goof off hours, not I'm at home, let me just take a quick break and grab a drink or go use the bathroom or jump in my bed because something happened. Like, no, I'm trapped here. When something goes wrong, maybe I can pace left and right for a little bit, but I got to get right back on the saddle and get back to recording. And so to come home after work and start working more, it's just really stressful. It was just very stressful. And having 12 people to answer to at any time. At one point, I had 12 people working for me. Ryan, Lucas, Brendan. I guess not Eric, but Ryan, Lucas, Brendan, CJ, Kelsey, Xavier, Mark, Mackie, Garrett, to an extent, Vasky, Mike, my manager, and that was all at once. And he didn't work for me in that same sense, but even my attorney, like I have to answer him, he has to answer me, we have to have conversation. I had 12 people working for me. When last year I had 1 person working for me. 12 months ago I had 1 person working for me. Now all of a sudden I've gone from being a YouTuber just making Minecraft videos to a business owner who's got to worry about making sure that 12 other people can pay their bills. It's not just about if I can pay for my bills anymore. It's about having to worry about if the people on my team can pay for their bills. And that does a lot to me. That causes a lot of stress for me. And I had a lot of mental breakdowns this year, and a lot of self-doubt and a lot of worrying that I never really experienced. My screen just went dark because this recording is so long. I just had a lot of things that, plagued me this year that never did. And, this was all happening right as I broke up with Lauren, right as my uncle died, right as I ran into other complications with other family members, right as people were quitting, right as school came back into session and I took a pay cut of about 50%. And not only did 3 more people join in October, but there were massive wildfires in California. And I had to evacuate my home because I thought my house might burn down. And there's just a lot going on. November rolled around, and November 6th is my birthday. Unfortunately, we still weren't making money, and I was still losing money in November, so I had to let a couple people go. But I also hired one extra person in November, Red, and I can finally say this, Red Vactor. Michael. He used to be part of Sky Media, and now he's part of Logdotzip Inc. And he's helping things kind of run behind the scenes. I know you guys are used to hearing about Red Vactor in videos and creating content on YouTube, and we want to get him back to that point. But right now he helps project management at Logdotzip Inc. and kind of helps things run behind the scenes, and he's been helping manage a lot of projects that I haven't yet announced that you'll see more about in 2018. But he joined the team in November. I had my birthday. We did Minecon, which again was awesome, and I loved it. And I got to open up Minecon, and that was like a dream of mine. And 5 years ago, I would have never in my wildest dreams have ever thought I'd be opening up Minecon, much less being a part of it. And I also went to go visit Preston. Preston plays TV&R Frags. It was a close friend of mine. I've known him for, closing on 5 years as well. And I went to go visit him and see how he runs his company and how he runs his business and learn from him and have him learn from me. And exciting stuff to be announced in 2018 about that trip as well. But point is, November was a very busy month where I was out of state twice, still going through surgeries, 2 people leaving the team, 1 joining the team, and my birthday. I had the saddest birthday. It was a happy birthday. It was a sad birthday, too. I did a live stream on my birthday. It was like a 5-hour live stream, and I got to hang out with you guys, my fans and viewers, and whoever stopped by the stream. And I visited your Minecraft realms, and I got to see the love from you guys for 5 straight hours. And I loved the stream, and I appreciated it. I won't say it didn't take some energy out of me, because I was in on mode. I was going crazy. I was being this guy that you're used to hearing in the videos for 5 hours straight. It's hard. If you didn't know, Logdotzip is a personality. It's a character. Tyler is his own person, and a lot of my younger kids watching didn't understand that when I made my video called, what was it, Logdotzip, but he talks like a normal person. Everyone was like, "Don't do this, Tyler. Be yourself. Be the hyperactive Tyler we all know and love." Guys, this is me. The hyperactive Tyler you all know and love is my character that I play on YouTube because it's fun, and I like having fun in videos. And just by going by numbers and algorithms and graphs and charts, on average, people like seeing that more often than they like seeing just some dude talking normally to them. And I decided for this video that's going to be who I am. I'm going to just be talking normally to you guys. Wow, this is a long video. I don't care how long it goes. I need to get this out of my system. But this is me, Tyler. And on my birthday, I was Logdotzip for 5 hours straight, and I got to see the love. But after I got home from work on my birthday, all I did was get into my bed, say thank you to all the people that wished me a happy birthday on Facebook or whatever. Ate half of a whole pizza to myself and cried myself to sleep because November, because this year has been really hard. It's been a really hard year for me, and I didn't see, outside of my team, I didn't see another living soul on my birthday. And I didn't have my girlfriend there at the time. Well, she wasn't my girlfriend anymore. And I just felt alone. And I felt really lonely. And all the stress was piling up. And I was just losing all my money. And I didn't know if I'd be able to pay my bills, 3 months from that point. And YouTube was crushing all my friends, and YouTubers were quitting left and right. And it makes me feel very nervous about my future when I see all these things happening around me. And it was a good birthday because I got to share it with you guys, and it was an awful birthday because I didn't share it with anyone else. I just went to my house and I just existed there alone for my 26th birthday and just wonder what I was doing with my life. Oh man. And a lot of YouTubers go through this, and I know I'm not alone in that respect. And I know a lot of people go through these problems as well that aren't YouTubers at all, and they're just normal people living their lives. And it's not a good business decision to let your audience know that things aren't always perfect. People come on YouTube to escape their problems. Going by percentages, you might say, "Oh, Tyler, that's not why I'm on here." Or, "Oh, Tyler, show us your true emotions. Show us your feelings. We love you." Again, I don't mean disrespect. You are the minority. Most people are not like you. The person I just described, most people are not like you. Most people will never leave a comment on any of my videos. They'll just watch it. Most won't leave a like on it. That's why 100,000 views on a video, maybe 3,000 likes. That means 97,000 people didn't like or dislike the video. They watched it. Maybe they had a laugh, and they moved on with their day. Even less comment. So you're the minority. And the truth about YouTube is, if you let people into your life and show them your vulnerable side, people don't care about that. They don't care about that. They just want to be entertained. On average, people just want to be entertained. They don't want to see me cry. They want to laugh for 10 minutes, and then they move on with their life. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little off track. Let's get back to December. So in December, I got the flu for 8 days, and that was terrible. And I was still having to record while I had the flu. I did a story mode brand deal with Telltale Games. I had the flu during that video. I had to travel my way into my office while I was coughing up lungs in between takes and in between recordings to record this video, because again, YouTube doesn't care about YouTubers. If you're not uploading every day, you're losing money. YouTube is featuring you less. It's the start of your spiral downwards into oblivion. So I had to upload every day, and even then I missed a couple days this month. I think I missed 3 upload days this month. That's like the most days I've missed uploading in like years, I think. Years. Surgery finally finished up, 6 months later, surgery finally finished. And we tried some live action stuff with the holiday merch skit, and that was amazing. And I actually just filmed a brand new show earlier today that we hope to get out to you in just a couple days from now. It's all filmed already. We just need to see it get edited up, but it's also New Year's and holidays, so my editors may not be able to finish because they have a life to live as well, right? And then obviously we're still in December, so we're on the last day of December. I'm actually recording this on the 29th, but we're on the last day of December, and wow, that was my year. Now, I want to spend the last part of this video kind of hitting some bullet points very briefly, just so that I don't find myself rambling for too long. But long story short, I had some realizations about my career and about my future. And, my future is YouTube. I love what I do still. Like I said, there's stressful days and times, but overall, I love my job. I love my career. I'm passionate about it. There's not much else I would love to wake up to do every single day. It's allowed me huge opportunities. It's allowed me to open a business and try and make my dreams come true. It's allowed me to live a comfortable life. And through that, you guys have. Now, obviously, it's a trade. The only reason you watch me is because my content is good. So it's not like I'm not doing something for you guys too, but you guys are the ones that watch the ads, or you guys are the ones that buy the merch, or you guys are the ones that support me, super chats, anything else, I used to have servers I ran. People would buy stuff on those. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are behind this just as much as I am. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to almost 2 million of you for supporting me. But what I realized is that YouTube is a very scary place, and it's very unstable, it's very unsafe. We saw a lot of people, not just Minecraft, leave YouTube this year, or quit, or just slowly dip away and drop off and stop uploading, or upload not nearly as often. And their 15 minutes of fame ran out. And my job as a CEO is to constantly try and make sure that I'm refreshing my 15 minutes of fame. And that can be hard sometimes. Now, where I stand right now with YouTube is in a hopeful place. I've got an excellent team behind me. CJ, Kelsey, Red, Xavier, Mark, Lucas. You guys are my core. You guys are, my main team. And there's other people that help me. And I love you guys as well, and I thank you for everything you do for me. But that's my main team, my office team, Xavier and Mark. These are my ride or dies, and they're strong. And so this upcoming year is hopeful. And I couldn't ask for a better team to back me while we attempt to keep making our 15 minutes last longer. But the truth is, there's a lot of things that are playing against me working hard and my success. And seeing all the Minecraft YouTubers leave has shrunk the community. Less people making videos means less people watching the videos, which means less people making content because the people that were making content wanted YouTubers to record their content. So less videos, less content. That leads to less viewers on YouTube. Less viewers on YouTube leads to less views, which leads to less YouTubers, which leads to less content, which leads to less views, less YouTubers. It's this cycle, constantly shrinking. And even though a lot of people still play Minecraft, even though Minecraft is still like the most searched thing on YouTube, it is shrinking. The viewing YouTube community on Minecraft in a lot of ways is shrinking. Now, that's not to say it won't grow again, but what it does mean is that there are less and less YouTubers that are part of this community, and that makes our jobs harder every single time that happens. And it also makes me feel stressed when I see people, other YouTubers, quitting or their views are dropping and they can't explain why. Half of me just wants to say, well, you're obviously not working hard enough, or you didn't make the right decisions, and that's why your views are dropping. But even if it's all their fault, it still makes them leave, which still makes the community shrink. So not only are there less Minecraft YouTubers, but there's just less interest in Minecraft videos. There's still lots of people that play, but like I said, Minecraft in 2013 was the all-time high for Minecraft on YouTube. We are 4 years later. And if you were to look up a graph on Google Trends of the search term Minecraft, you would know that Minecraft is being searched less than it ever has been, which directly affects my job and my company, because we make all our money based off of ads that we run on our Minecraft videos. We've got merchandise here and there. I do brand deals here and there. It's not that much money compared to just the ads that run. So at any time, YouTube could also decide one day, oh yeah, we don't want Minecraft video on our platform anymore. Sorry, demonetized. And they demonetized, and suddenly there's no more ads on the channel. And there have been YouTubers, Minecraft YouTubers, who have had their entire channels completely demonetized, like no money at all. If that were to happen to me one day, I would have to close down everything because, like I said, I still have like 6 or 7 people that I pay every month. And it's a decent pay. Like, it's a pretty decent pay. Like, it's not like the most money in the world, but it obviously is enough to keep people staying. And like, I give my team raises because they do a good job. Even though like money is tight, I give them raises, but that's just more money I spend. And we're still breaking even right now. The month of December, most important month of any YouTuber's career and life, is December. All the advertisers in advertiser land, they spend all their money in November for Black Friday. They spend all their money in December because of the holidays and the gift craze. All money is made in November and December on YouTube, and summer to an extent, or I guess winter if you're living on the other side of the world. June, July, November, December. Those are the big money makers on YouTube. Last December, I made a lot of money. And I'm very happy about it. And I'm not afraid to admit it, and I'm not shy about it. I earn that money. I work hard every single day. I earn that money. It's mine. But last year, the only person I was paying was Mark. The rest was for me. This year, in December, I have to pay, 8 people. And I have to pay for the office. And I have to pay for everything in the office. There's like $30,000 worth of computer equipment, stupid green screens, lights. I do coffee runs for my team, just things like that. It adds up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too much into the numbers behind it, but the point is, in the most profitable month of YouTube, we're still breaking even. And if you don't know how YouTube works, in January, everyone gets off of winter break. Everyone gets off of summer break. If you're on the other side of the world, everyone goes back to school. And since most of my audience is young children, they all go back to school. And we once again see a huge drop where, I'm about to lose 30% of my monthly income again. But not only that, all the advertisers just spent all their money in November, December. They don't have any more money to spend. So the other thing that happens in January and February and March, which is why I said at the start of my little timeline that January, February, March were bad, and even April, is because advertisers don't spend any money, for the most part, in the first 4 months of the year. So not only do I see 30% less viewers, but I'm paid like 30% less for every view. So really, it's like I'm taking like a 60 to 70% pay cut for the next 3 months. Like starting tomorrow, pretty much. The next 3 months, I'm going to make 70% less money. But once again, my team size is staying the same. And I'm still paying the same amount of money, which means I'm dipping into my savings. And my savings is all I have to my name. Remember, I dropped out of college. I don't have a degree. I didn't make enough money to buy a house. I didn't make enough money to buy a car. I rent and I lease everything. I don't have anything other than my savings and my money to my name. I've obviously got my experiences, and I've got, that takeaway, and I've got to impact you guys in a lot of ways. But remember, I'm 26 years old. This is my job. And my landlord doesn't care if I made you guys feel good. He needs his paycheck. And so do I. And what this means is that in January and February and March, there's a good chance that if I keep my team size the same, but the views don't go up, I could go bankrupt. And that's scary. And that's assuming everything goes wrong, right? And I've got 5 or 6 other projects lined up to make sure that that doesn't happen. But not everything goes right all the time. And, my projects could fail. And if that happens, well, that's another YouTuber that bit the dust. That's another YouTuber that just disappeared one day. Your favorite YouTubers, they come, and most of them go. And they have their time under the sun, and they make their money, and then the money runs out one day, and then they're done, and they're out of here. So that's been weighing on me. Just the thought that I could lose all my money, I could lose everything, I could have the last 5 years of my life be for nothing. Because the moment I run out of this money is the moment I can't pay my editors anymore. It's the moment I can't pay my assistants anymore. And I've gotten so used to them that the moment I don't have them anymore is the moment I have to get back to doing everything myself. And I don't know if I can do that anymore. I've gotten so used to how things run now that if that happens, I don't know what I'll do. And so that's been weighing on me a lot. I got mouths to feed. I'm not making any money. Interest in Minecraft is dropping. My co-workers and colleagues and aka Minecraft YouTubers, they're all leaving YouTube because they're over it or they're not making money anymore. YouTube's been extremely uncertain. I've had deaths in the family. My cousin passed away 2 days ago. He My cousin died 2 days ago, and I've had surgeries, and I've had stresses as a business owner, and I've been thinking a lot about my future, and I want to keep this going and make this work for as long as I possibly can. I'm not going anywhere. Like, if you were to ask me right now, after I've told you all these things, how many videos we're going to go live on Log.Zip in 2018, there's going to be 365 videos that go live on Log.Zip in 2018. So this isn't me quitting. This is just me explaining to you the struggles that I have to face. And I'm not just some rich YouTuber making hand over fist money complaining about my life. We all have stresses and problems, and they might scale differently and be different and look different, but they exist. And when I became a business this year, I lost you guys. It wasn't about what are my fans going to think of this video. It became, what kind of video can we make to generate the most money so that I can keep paying my team and keep existing on YouTube. It wasn't, oh my God, 100,000 people watched this video. It was, oh my God, 100,000 people watching this video generated this much money. The truth is, businesses require money to run. Businesses aren't run on feelings. They're not run on feeling good. They're not run on emotions. They're not run on morals. They're not run on doing the right thing. And obviously, I try my best to do the right thing regardless of that fact. But businesses are run on money. And it's very easy for YouTubers to get caught up in the numbers, to get lost in the numbers, to forget that 100,000 people that watched are people. And when I got to go to Minecon and meet some of the kids that watch me, or previous Minecons or other events and occasions, I'm humbled and I'm reminded that you guys are all people out there, that there's a pair of eyes behind each little number that's going to show up under this video. And that sucks that sometimes it just feels like a numbers game. But as a business owner, that is the reality of it. And this year has been a constant struggle between being Tyler versus being Log.Zip, CEO of Log.Zip Inc. It's turned from making fun videos and having a good time and making some decent money into, I need to make money or I will fail and obliterate and be a failure and lose everything and possibly lose all my money and lose everything to my name and lose my future and lose out on my dreams. 2017 has been a very hard year for me. It's been an exciting year. It's been an insightful year. I've learned a lot this year. And despite it being so hard and sometimes sad, I wouldn't trade it for anything. This is the natural progression. I want to be on YouTube in 5 years from now. I want to be on YouTube in 10 years from now. If I wasn't doing this right now, I'd go the way of your other favorite YouTubers that quit. There's a lot of YouTubers that are gone. They're not here anymore. And I am. And it's because I've made these hard decisions of sharing my money instead of stacking it all and buying Lambos and buying houses. No. I decided to put it into my team because I believe in my vision. And my team believes in my vision too. And so I ask for two things. Well, three things. One, I ask that my screen stops turning off because of inactivity. Two, I ask for your patience in letting me try and get back to being more than just a CEO worrying about the numbers. I ask for your patience in letting Tyler figure out how to bring Tyler back to Log.Zip, as well as to any other channels I open in the future. And I ask for you guys to also believe in my vision, because we all need to be on the same page. Otherwise, this isn't going to last too much longer for me. But it's going to, because like I said, I believe in myself. And all the people that work for me believe in me too. And if you guys made it an hour into this video, I assume you believe in me at least a little bit as well. So there were a couple other points I wanted to address, but I think I got them out. 2018 we got a lot of things planned, like in the very first couple months of the year, and I can't wait to share them with you. I'm not going to share them with you right now. I'm going to see how they play out. I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to be professional, and I'm going to announce them when it's time to announce them. 2018, we want to bring back .zip. We want to open up more channels. We want to make more money so that we can continue to live on YouTube and battle against the big companies that are coming in, and battle against people leaving, and battle against my own struggles. So look forward to an exciting year. I hope you guys have had a fantastic 2017. I thank you for giving me time out of your day to listen to what I had to say, whether it's an hour-long video or whether it's a 3-minute long video from me. Although usually it's a 10-minute long video because I gotta make the money. I already told you why. I'm not money hungry. I got bills to pay. I got people to pay. So thank you for understanding all that. Hope you had a great year. Thank you for giving me time out of your day, random stranger on the internet. Just like I'm able to give you my time. It's because I love you. It's because you make my dreams come true every day. And it's because I wouldn't be doing anything else. So, Happy New Year. Here's 2018. I love you guys. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow.